Hey, it's Denise. So this is my interpretation of the closet space that needs to be used for a storage room. So this is the plan view looking down. This is the door coming in. And I did put a mirror in front of this section right here, but you could do a mirror right here if you wanted to on the side panel. This is going to be glass doors, shallow, for purses and shoes. This is some more shelves for purses and shoes. This is hanging in shelves, and this is going to be double hang. I would suggest putting double hang behind this door in the middle section as well. So if we start with this wall, you can see we're taking it close to the ceiling with 5-inch crown molding. And here we have, I don't really want to do this as double hang here because it's right by the door when you walk in. So I like the idea of a lower rod and then shelves above, and this is all open. You could put doors. It's also stepped back because you don't need that depth for the shelves, for the purses or the shoes. It's 14 inches deep, and you can see that way it gives you even more room to walk into the space. While I'm thinking about it, I absolutely would put an island in this space. I would do it with 2 stacks of drawers facing this way. I would have doors facing this way with shelves or pull-out drawers so that if you had larger bags, they could go in here and be very easily accessible. With the drawers here, you could do the ties and the belts if you wanted to. You, of course, also could do ties and belts here. In this space, I think that it's open enough that you stash the ironing board so that when you need to use it, you've got plenty of room to do so. You would even have plenty of room with an island. This is the wall where this would be glass doors and glass on the upper doors as well. It's so tall that that's too big for one door. If you wanted to make this a 3-way mirror, it's certainly possible, but I think that you said you wanted glass so that you could see what's in, and I think that makes sense. I might look into, depending on what directions these 2 windows face, some kind of UV protection on the glass to help protect the items inside. I would also, I don't know exactly where the top of this window is. I think I might have made it at 96, but I love the idea of aligning this part with the top of the windows. And so then, this height can be flexible based on how you land. This tucked section makes the most sense for double hang because it is such a wall of hanging coming at you. If it were taller, it would be great to be able to do triple hang, but I just don't think you've got the room. You're about 10 inches shy of that. So this is double hang. It is 24 inches deep. It's got shelves above. You could put doors on those if you wanted to. It's going to be deep shelving, so it's going to be up high, so off-season or something that you don't use very much. And then here is the wall that I said you could. I did a mirror, doors above. I just think a door here without, this mirror here without doors above is, not such a great look. This is better. You could make the doors even longer if you wanted to. In fact, I like that idea. So that then it's just a hanging here, and this stuff could be covered. And I like that. And you could do it all in glass if you wanted around the mirror. That could be nice. So what have I got here? Oh, if you wanted to add more shelves manually, I did not take the time to do that. Mostly I just didn't take the time to do it because you have to do it one by one. And as I said, I think I would recommend putting double hang behind this mirror. It's probably some items that you won't use a lot. So that way you don't need to access them a great deal, and yet they're kind of protected. So I like that idea. And let's see, I did not label my walls here. I was going to try to do a quick 3D drawing. 1, that's 8, that's 2. Sorry, I'm talking while I'm doing this. 4, this is 5. Let's see, if we take away walls 1, 9, and 10, Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Take away walls 1, 9, and 10. Here you can see a little bit. There's, look at those nice trees outside. But this is the idea that we go up tall. This is tucked back in the corner. And if we spin this, I don't know if that's going to show up as a mirror. That's a little weird. Maybe once it's done rendering. Oh, it's showing up as glass and shelves. I didn't change that to hanging behind there, but as I said, I recommend hanging, and this could be the mirror. So I think that looks cool. And then if we want to look at it from wall 1, all right, so let's just take away 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, or 6. All right, we're going to say 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Options, take away 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's see what we get. Spin this puppy around. Do-do-do-do. So here is what you would get. Boy, that is cattywampus. That's kind of funny. I haven't had that happen before. There. Move camera. Okay, so let's try this. So this is nice. You can see you've got a little more room coming into the room. This is the space where I would stash the ironing board. I didn't get a specification that you wanted that hidden, so that's why I thought, well, this is cool. You can just tuck it back there. Easy access. Nobody will see it. Hopefully there's an outlet either here or underneath the window, and voila, you've got your space to do the ironing. And then, see, there's that window. This is all shelves, which I would do in glass, separating the upper and the lower so that you can check that out. So that is my, again, I would super duper duper do an island here, as I mentioned before, but that is up to the client. So there's my thoughts on turning this room into a closet.